one of the students that I was working with consistently, at the end of the lesson, he mentioned something and he looked frustrated and he was like, I feel like there's a shortcut that I'm not seeing, a way to understand the material that I just don't get. It didn't matter that I had explained the problems and how to figure them out or how to solve them or the thinking behind them. Even with those explanations, he's like, there's got to be an easier way. There's got to be a better way. And sometimes that thinking in certain spaces can be valued. It can be a very valuable thought process. Is there a more efficient way to do something? But in this case, you're learning a language. You have to understand the how and not just look at the start and final answers and assume that you can just jump in your mind from the start to the finish. It doesn't work that way. You have to understand the principles. Now, there's essentially a time where you finally break through, right? So this might be, this is time. And I'll say this is results. I've shown you guys this before. But the sad thing with the student is the amount of time he spent looking for a shortcut really diverted the time he could have spent investing at the plateau, at this little plateau, where if he had spent his time just trying to solve things instead of looking for that shortcut, he would have gotten to this inflection point where everything just shoots up. He starts to get the results he wanted. And I call this the search for the fountain of youth. People spend their lives searching for this, and all that time they could have been living their life to the fullest, right? And so it's the same thing here, the idea that you want to spend your time not chasing a ghost, not chasing some ephemeral idea that doesn't exist of a shortcut, and put that same amount of time into understanding the material and therefore getting to the point where things click and getting that skill under your belt. Again, there are no shortcuts. There is no ghost that you were essentially chasing after. It doesn't exist. You have to put in the work.